You're listening to Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live on Humble House Radio.
What's
was today?
Look at that.
I know,
6:30 on the dot.
I know.
Let's
Well, I was
go,
really excited about
Robbie.
that.
We in here. What's up, y'all?
Every now and then we got to promise our listeners we're going to go on air on time. That's what I'm saying. That's
My name's DJ Ketone, the beautiful, sultry voice you hear over there.
Thank you.
Is Rave Daddy Robbie.
Thank you very much.
To my left, I got the beautiful volume. What's up, baby?
What's up?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
We haven't seen each other.
I know.
We had a
it's so
weekend.
good to
It's
see
been crazy.
you.
Yo, Embrace.
What up?
What's
what
going
up,
on, man?
Dude? What up, dude?
Y'all see that beautiful man over there? Our guest, Mike Wawa. What's up, man?
In the
Good to see ya.
building. Such a surprise. Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Good. It's been a
Do we say what's
great
up to Robbie?
weekend.
Did we do it?
Yeah.
Oh, Rave Daddy
he
was-
said the sultry voice. Remember?
Yeah,
Oh.
he
Rave
was
Daddy
Yeah.
I
got.
thought you had the sultry voice.
Yeah, just got to remember you got to give him the microphone.
I do a little bit sometimes.
No, it's all good, man. I appreciate being here, man. It's
Yeah.
always love when I come to St. Pete, man. It's love in the air, man. I love being
Love
around you
is in
guys.
the
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, you got some great energy.
Love
You've been
is in the
you've been
air.
great
Every night,
welcoming
every
and
day.
everything ever since we met you. So welcome.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, if you can't tell, I've had a whole cup of coffee.
We got some energy
No, I had
going
some
on
too.
today.
I'm
Yeah,
hyped.
we're all hype.
I'm hyped.
You know what's wild? I was over at Bay Pines Walmart, right? Okay, you know where I'm talking about, right? Near Madeira
Bay
Beach?
Pines Walmart.
Yes.
Yep, I know
Uh-huh.
exactly what you're talking
So I was over there and I wanted to pick something up from Walmart. So I got it. There's a Starbucks right in front. So I got my coffee and hopped on there. It took me all of 22 minutes to get from that Walmart to here in downtown St. Pete. Now, I don't know how I did that.
Oh.
And it takes me
traffic?
on
There
average.
must-
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
On-
there was something in that coffee.
On average, it takes me 25 to 30 minutes just to get from my house to here. And my house is like 2 miles closer.
Yeah.
You just
That
had
made
that Humble
no
House
sense.
playlist on, and
Yeah.
you're zooming.
Well,
Yeah, well, probably
Tyrone's
on
a little bit of
traffic.
a highway section, kind of like if you can just kind of jet down through there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
try not to anymore because they be set up over there. If you don't know, you know. You just got to know. Yo, Houseology Live, Monday. We had the Moxy, downtown St. Pete. What a weekend it's been, too. 4th of July weekend
Yes.
was off the chain.
Yeah,
Like, it was wild.
it was crazy.
I was downtown at the pier with the 13th U.S. Army Band. Yo, they went off. That was wild. A live band. They played everything flawlessly.
Wow.
Almost like they
play
whipped
Boogie
it.
Woogie Bugle Boy.
No.
No. Oh.
No, just a bunch of American shit. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Okay.
America.
All the American.
America. Yeah.
America.
Well, that's good.
So you did that with Rich.
I did that with DJ Rich.
How
Yep.
was that?
That was great. Yo, what a time. Exhilarating.
Rich.
Yeah, Rich is on a cruise, man. He
he's
don't
on a
miss
Oh
cruise
yeah,
now? Yeah,
he's
he's
on
on
a
a
cruise.
cruise.
He's
Yeah.
out. He went on that new cruise ship, that Margaritaville.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I want to try. I you know what? They got great fucking prices on that place. I want to try it.
That's what I heard.
think he's gone for 2 weeks.
Well,
No,
yeah,
a week.
because then he's going to the Keys after.
That's right. That's
For a
right.
week.
They've
Yeah,
got
he's
like
gone. He's
they were
crazy.
just posting something on my Facebook saying like X amount of dollars for trip, free drink upgrade package, free
Yep.
room upgrade. On they really want people on that boat, and I've talked to a couple people that says it's really good. So
Hey, check
there
it
you
out.
go, some free advertising for Margaritaville
Yep.
cruises.
We might,
there you go.
Let's do a Humble House cruise.
Oh, you
So-
know, I see a couple of radio shows do cruises to get
Yeah.
their people together, and they do. Oh, it's like a good time. We should.
Yeah, there was
We
a Tom Joyner in the morning show. If y'all
They do- yes.
yes, old school R&B station. This is from our
Wow,
old
we should do it every
80s,
morning.
90s R&B. Tom Joyner got this huge cruise going on since like 1990.
You've been on it too.
No, I just know because my dad used to talk
Yeah,
about it. You know
I've
what
heard-
I mean?
I used to listen to-
Yeah, Tom Joyner in the morning
Yeah,
show.
classic.
Yeah, and I'm sure that cruise is still going. I'm sure Steve Harvey's always on there. That kind of crowd.
Yes,
Wow,
Except
Dude,
it's not carnival. It's like more upper class.
Of course, you got to do our opening theme song to the Houseology Live, bro. There you go. There you go. What else did you guys do for July 4th? It was been wild.
Anyone want to go? No.
Me?
Okay.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I'm just trying to put out this post to get everybody to watch. If you haven't started watching it now, tune in live on YouTube or humblehouse.com. Humble House. So that's what I'm
HumbleHouseRadio.com.
See, Mike and I are sharing today.
Gotta love it.
I'm not doing that again.
Let's see.
Wait, sorry. Inappropriate.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so my weekend kicked off on Thursday. Me and the homeboys at Secrets OFC. That's me, my homie Christian, and the other homie Steven, DJ Vibes. We had our second event. up at Velvet Gypsy, which is in Seminole Heights.
Okay.
Right? So we were supposed to have our rooftop event. The rain's been kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Been
this
bi-
weather's been
yeah.
wild.
bipolar. Say it's going to
Yeah.
rain all day,
Facts.
don't rain. Say it's
Yeah.
going to rain all day, rain. Whatever.
Yeah.
So we had to pivot. And shout out to Velvet Gypsy. Shout out to the good folks over there for letting us have our event there.
That's
It
a cool spot.
It was cool.
Yeah,
it
we've
was
been
cool.
there. That's a cool
I
spot.
like anything purple. I'm in.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was fire. And then we had like an artist there painting like caricatures.
Okay.
Wait, so isn't it outside too?
It is. We had the DJ set up inside, but people can go outside and chill and do whatever.
Okay, cool.
And that's where we had the artist. He was painting caricatures of people
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
for pay your price. He said
Yeah.
whatever price you want, you can pay for it. So he was drawing all kinds of
dope.
stuff.
That's cool.
And who we had on the lineup? We had me, we had Christian, we had Vibes, we had Vince Solo. Shout out to Vince Solo for pulling up.
Oh, OG.
OG, solid. We had Loose Cannon. She did her thing.
Nice.
We had Wild Sean, bunch of others. So I appreciate everybody for coming out. We're
Wild
definitely going
Sean's
to do
been
it.
throwing down at Trist a lot.
Yeah,
I've seen him.
yeah, he's nice.
Yeah.
He's solid. He's solid.
When
So,
you gonna do it again?
Trist?
Oh, no. When you guys gonna do Velvet Gypsy again?
Saturday 25th of this month, 25th or 26th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Friday or Saturday?
Yes, it'll be Saturday,
26th.
26th.
Very good.
You got it. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Because we're gonna be in New York on the 25th. Oh, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Can't
That's
wait for
gonna be
that. We got a
good
lot
one.
of stuff in store for that. Also, man, that sounded like a great event.
It was dope.
Yeah,
It was
actually,
dope.
it doesn't only sound like when I saw the recap and I saw everybody's stories and Instagram stories, y'all were going crazy in there.
Yeah, it was a good time, and that's what I want. Like whenever I thought about having events, I just want people to have a good time. I don't really care about who's there. I'm not really trying to sell tickets or anything like that. It's really about the music for me. And I try to tell my homies who put these things together, that's what we're doing it for. Let's do it for the music. Let's do it to have a good time. Like the money, and if they want girls or whatever, that's going to come after. But if you're genuine with this crowd,
Yeah.
that'll come. So.
Speaking of, there it is, Secrets.
Yep. There it is.
That's us. That's us.
Love
So-
the marketing. Love the colors.
Yep, we're working on a brand right now. I'm the marketing guy, so
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, those are my lips. Purple, black light.
That was good, Robbie.
Yeah, there it is. We done found a secret behind the marketing. DJ embraces lips. No, that's awesome, man. It looked like a great party. You
Yeah.
know,
It was.
More blessings to everything you guys are doing around the
Appreciate
scene.
it. And we were definitely we're in talks with a couple of different peoples, and I was telling my friend Chris, let's do something together with Humble House. Maybe
Yeah.
we can do like a little joint thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we're always down.
Get you guys over in the Tampa
Always.
side. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Let's do it.
We're always down.
Yeah, we're working on something.
Yeah, let's do it. What about you, Mike? What'd you do this weekend?
Being I came from Greensboro, North Carolina, so I played Thursday night. Played until like 2 a.m.
Okay.
Where'd you play at?
This place called the Bearded Goat. So it's,
I've
shout
heard
out,
of that.
Shout out, Bearded Goat.
yeah,
Okay.
it's good vibes on the Thursday. So we kind of do like old school hip hop.
Okay.
What's considered
Love
old
that.
school. So it's like 2000s. They
Yeah.
consider it old school, but that's
Crunk.
not-
They call Crunk old school.
Yeah, Lil Jon is old school. Man.
Wow.
I was like,
Remember-
dang, bro.
Remember early 2000s classic rock. Don't forget that too. Which it's not classic rock for me. But
No,
that's-
my
yeah.
goodness.
The 2000s had the best genre. Like every
Ever.
genre in the 2000s was
Yeah.
the best.
There's
It was
no
it was a nice crossover. Like yeah,
danceability wise. There's not better music.
well, I like that.
not-
word.
I mean, it's all we.
Danceability?
It's all we
I like that.
play. It's all we play when
It's
we go
the only
out.
thing that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For everyone.
It's-
Yeah.
It works. It definitely
Drop a little
works,
Britney
for sure.
Spears. Brow, brow, brow,
Yeah.
brow. Everybody's like, oh, I know this track.
So the bearded goat.
So yeah,
I love
so
those dance
Then
moves,
my
by the way.
flight was
Yeah,
at,
that's
my
really
flight was
good.
at 5 a.m. So I didn't make it in time.
You missed your flight?
I missed my first
Oh,
flight.
shit.
Now I could have got on if I just had my personal, but I brought my XZ down here
Okay.
for work, so I had to check it in, and I was like, they was like, he's not gonna make it. in
DJ
time.
things.
Oh yeah, we know that.
Dang, that XZ kind of heavy in the case too.
Did Danielle
so,
ever
It
get
is.
her
That's
equipment
expensive.
back?
so
Who?
Did Danielle ever get her equipment back, or is it still in Germany or whatever?
Oh, it was in England, and I
England.
hope so.
Because we
hope so.
never heard that. Yeah, I
No.
know. I know she was still trying to get that.
We got to check up on that.
So have y'all ever traveled and took your equipment with you?
Never.
No.
No.
So
Nope, I
I
refuse.
bubble wrapped that thing.
I agree.
I bubble wrapped that thing so much.
Yeah.
Soft case or hard
It's
case?
still good. It's still good. Hard case.
Oh, good, good.
Hard
good.
case. Yeah. I learned my lesson.
Hard case and bubble wrap. Damn, how much was that? Like $300?
It cost me $100 to get down here though. It did
Well,
cost me
okay, all
$100.
right. So
All
yeah,
right,
you
so
save
that's
money on
worth
the
it.
flight.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I was
cool.
like, dang.
You know, I forget the brand of it though. Like I've got
Odyssey?
I got.
it's an Odyssey case. Yeah, it's a black honeycomb Odyssey case. We ended up forgetting my stage for the Pride Parade, and I actually stood on the thing the entire Pride
Oh,
Parade,
yeah.
jumping
You
around,
can- yeah.
dancing, and that, and it didn't bow,
Yeah.
break, tweak,
Yo,
anything. I was like, oh,
Odyssey.
this is a great case. I'm never getting rid of this case.
Yeah, we need some sponsorship money from Odyssey because we could put them on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Odyssey saved my life on that one for sure.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, I got a friend that's in Miami. That's a professional trainer.
Okay.
So I've been DJing gyms more
Okay.
than clubs. So I want to get in that network because it's open.
Yep.
So I mean, if you're a
Gyms
DJ,
are fun.
Yeah, if you're a
Gyms gonna be fun.
DJ, you have options.
Yeah. There you go. I love that.
we talked about this a while back. I dance too much if I'm at the gym listening to good music.
Well, that's what
I
you wanna
just
do.
Veer away from exercise, and I'm just like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be doing reps. This is on the equipment. By the way.
That'd be funny.
On the Odyssey case.
That'd
On the Odyssey case.
yes. What about you, Rave Daddy? What was your weekend like?
Well, you know, Saturday and Sunday I did exactly what I wanted to do, which was be completely, totally lazy and
You
do
did
nothing.
say you wanted to
Yes,
do that. I'm glad you did.
So Thursday night, I went and saw my good friend Sakali, who played at 511 Franklin in Tampa. That was a We're Never Going Home event by Brian Lebliner. That's his brand. He plays a lot on Groove Cruise and stuff like that.
Okay.
So he came down here and did that show. Chase Bot opened, which I had Chase at Saigon Blonde a little while back. He's a good kid and good set he played.
Jacksonville, right? You said?
No,
this Chase
no,
one?
this is Chase Bot is here in Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after him with Sakali did a great job just kind of ramping it, starting to fill in because, you know, this is the day before 4th of July. It was the 3rd. So it's just starting to ramp up, and he played some great music, really got everybody going. And then after him, I forget the other DJ. Oh, it was a girl. I'm drawing a blank on her name. But then Brian played after her, and then Jack Wood played after Brian.
Okay.
And then so I did that. I was out late, got home, and then of course did First Friday with you guys on Friday.
Yeah. Fun times.
Yep.
Went concrete.
Right home, showered, right into bed. Probably knocked out about 4:15, I think, and I woke up at 6:25 p.m.
Oh, what a nap!
Wow.
That's a
All
sleep.
day.
And to say that I was refreshed is an understatement because it was great. I felt awesome, and then I made it up until about 4 or 5 in the morning that night, and then I slept about 9 hours, mowed my yard, then did a bunch of full-time work, and then worked today.
Good play-by-play.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
From-
yeah,
yeah, like-
Got it all.
It's
Got it
important.
all.
Got the
It's
entire
important.
weekend. Yeah.
Yes,
entire
but
weekend.
I said lazy. I literally did nothing. People blow me up Saturday. Want to do this? Want to do that? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You need your rest. You have to listen
Yeah,
to your
you
body.
definitely
when
gotta-
you need
there's a
rest.
balance.
Yeah.
Although the
for
planets
sure.
were like aligned just right or something because like all 4 of my specialties like hit me up over the weekend wanting to know
Specialty.
what I was doing, and I'm not going to elaborate on the radio what that means. Everyone else in the room knows what I'm talking about. And then like a couple of them came out of the woodwork. Haven't heard from him in months, and then also, what you doing? Yeah, exactly.
Daddy.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's the shoulder.
Oh yeah. It was all of them. They were like, "Hey, what's up?" And then like an hour and a half later, "Hey, what's up? What is this? Is this a game? Are they talking to each other? What is this all about?" I felt like they were all in a room together, just trying to see which one was going to get me out. Anyways, but
Crazy weekend. No, not only that. Yo, did you guys see that guy climbing the pole for Carl Cox's show?
No, I
So
didn't.
some guy, they stopped Carl Cox's show.
Yep.
And for some guy climbing on a pole in the middle of the show.
It was probably
he was
about
high up there
200
too.
feet, couple
Oh,
hundred
shit.
feet.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
I saw
How
a
did he
quick
get
clip,
down?
a quick clip of it.
Well, they had
don't
to
know.
come and get an ambulance. They had to stop the show. The music had to stop. They got like ambulance, big trucks with the fire ladder.
Yeah,
brought him
yeah,
down.
they
They
got
had to
him
like
down.
bring him down.
Yeah, that's wild. Why you ruining stuff? man?
Drugs.
Yeah, definitely
Oh.
Yeah.
drugs.
You're right.
Yeah.
He don't know what he's doing,
You're right.
babe.
That was it.
no, he knew exactly what he was doing. He was a very talented climber.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was he probably just watched Mission Impossible, that new movie that's
Right.
out. You know he likes to climb rocks and shit. Actually, this one was underwater, I think, this time.
Right.
I do want to see it. It
Wow, you
looks
know what's
good.
crazy?
I'm a
I
big
just-
Mission
I
Impossible
just
fan.
googled that, and I can't. There's
That last one.
Which one?
Literally a couple
Wh-
days
wh-
ago.
wh-
Go back. That one right in the middle.
that one right. This one.
Yep.
Okay. Let me
Are you
see.
gonna pull it up?
Oh,
yeah, pull
shit.
it up.
Wait,
yeah, pull
put
it
it-
up. Put
let's-
it on.
let's
What is he
see it.
doing? Hold
Yeah,
on. Hold on.
200
Stand by.
200 foot.
Stand by.
Yeah, this guy was
Hold on,
up there.
Might
It was
take me a
pretty
minute.
high.
Oh wait, let me actually go to the story. Oh, for the love of Pete! Oh, there we go. All right,
It's a Monday,
Getting
man.
there. Getting hold. Stand by. Oh, this is Instagram. Okay.
Yeah.
PSYFYI magazine. Okay. Hold on. Stand by, everybody. Just talk amongst yourselves.
PSY. What was that magazine?
PSYFYI magazine.
Okay.
Which I've
the
never heard of.
crazy things that we see as DJs, man.
Oh
Like,
my goodness.
Gotta see it. I gotta see this guy up on the pole.
You
Like, I
know
have
what
to
I
see
mean?
it.
I mean, it's a wild thing. It's not like it's like a structure. I think that he's on. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Well, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see it.
There you
Here
go.
we go. Oh,
Look
Oh
at that.
wow! Oh shit! That is what in the world was he
wait.
thinking?
Where is this at?
That's ridiculous. It's I forgot the name of the
Oh, he went all the way to the top. I hope he got arrested afterwards.
Kappa Futur Festival in Turin,
Wow.
another side of the
That
planet.
is insane. Why would you do that?
What is he
Oh my
doing?
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's
Oh, he
crazy.
would have been dead.
Damn.
Oh,
What
no doubt.
what is again drugs? Again, we covered this drugs.
I mean, I think once you're a certain level up, you have no choice but to continue. Like I think
Yeah.
he's at the point,
Yeah.
like you know, he's like I'm fucking
yeah,
here
because he
already.
can't come down. Like
Nah.
I bet $20. I bet he got up there and got stuck. He probably got
Yeah.
up and went over
Yeah.
the lip, and then was
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit, how do I get back down now?"
Yeah, no, the only way to
You know,
get down was
remember
to
when
cause
you used
attention.
to climb trees and you'd get on that one branch, but then you're like, "Oh
Yep.
shit, how did
Yeah.
I?" Wait a minute,
Yeah.
hold on, let me get the other branch. Hold
Yeah.
on.
And I think he was like, you know what? Since I can't get down, somebody got to come up here and get me.
When I, you know, when I,
It looks like he really wanted to get to the top, though. He probably did. That was probably his goal.
that's insane.
Was to get to the top.
When I was at El Row last year, not last year. This was for Ultra this year. Like we were in the techno tent, and one of the kids grabbed onto one of the aluminum pipes that supported the roofing area of it and started to shimmy up it, and security grabbed him real quick before he got him. Like, what are you thinking? Like, what, like, why are you shimmying in a techno show? Why are you shimmying up a pole like that? You gonna fall. Like,
They
that's
ain't
Gonna
thinking.
fall.
yeah, like that's like, come on now.
Oh, the DJ
The
festival
things
world.
we see,
Right?
yeah,
Crazy,
as we
crazy.
approach festival season.
Yes.
Well, we're in festival.
Well, we're in
We're
it.
in it.
We're in it.
We're in
We're in
the
it.
smack
Yeah,
dab middle
that's
of it.
true.
Speaking of festivals, it's probably too late, but anybody check out One of Us, the One of Us event.
Yo,
was this
that-
weekend.
Oh,
They
that was
sound- it
this
looked,
weekend. It looked
Yeah, it looked
so
wild.
good.
It looked
Looked
sweet.
wild.
They did
Yeah.
so good. They did so good.
They had Quinn Blaylock
They
there
had and
Friday.
Friends play yesterday.
and friends,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Some
looked real
Purple,
cool.
another DJ named Purple.
Yo.
I didn't see that one, but yeah, it's,
never. But
it's
It looked-
great. It was.
It was a great spot.
Yeah,
That was.
I think they had Lolo
probably a really fun
Mayhew
weekend.
on there too. She's a local from
Yeah.
Tampa.
for sure.
Oh, that was the girl that played after Sakali, actually.
Oh, okay, Lolo.
Yeah, her.
yeah.
That's weird. That was exactly who it was. Yeah.
Yeah, she's going ham right now. But if
Yeah.
people don't know, she's a resident at the was a resident at Hard Rock.
Yep.
And I don't know if Hard Rock's doing any more shows or not, but she's out there at what was that place called, babe? The
Sky
hotel?
Beach.
Sky Beach.
Sky Beach. Yeah.
That's
So
where
that's-
they had their show.
Yes.
This weekend.
Then that's
Yeah,
where
they
the One of
rented
Us
the
show
whole
was.
weekend, right? They did rent out the whole hotel or whatever.
Yeah, they rented the hotel out, so
Yeah,
that
that-
was probably just such a vibe the whole weekend.
I wonder how
Yeah.
many times they're gonna do that. That'd be good.
That's gonna be crazy. Oh, and that reminds me too. Privé. Did y'all hear the big news from Privé?
I did not.
Oh,
No?
yeah.
oh,
I
Mike
saw
Nervous.
that.
No, Mike
I
Nervous was
didn't.
there, but
Tell
no,
me.
tell me what.
They're
I'd
doing
love
a
to
show
know.
at the Giza pyramids next
Yeah.
year.
Next
Get
year,
outta here.
September 2026.
Yeah, they
Oh, wow.
somehow they secured the pyramids to do a Privé show at the Giza pyramids.
Wow.
That's insane.
Okay,
So-
that's
Yeah,
wow,
that's major.
that's big time.
That's,
yeah,
that's major.
That'd be cool. It'd be cool to see.
Yeah.
Cool to see the level of production that gets brought out to that because
Yeah.
you got to go out for that.
for sure.
You gotta go.
Who's gonna have on the lineup?
Interesting.
Sheriff Sedaris.
Oh,
He said, "Sign me."
Stop.
kidding.
I'm going to have to go back and edit that out now, bro. Jesus.
No,
AI
he's
is
the
gonna
man,
clip
though.
it.
You
But
are
listen,
encouraging
listen,
me. You're going to
listen.
start this, and I'm
You're
going to
telling
start
me
now.
if you were
No.
throwing a show at the pyramids of Giza, you would not be DJing at your own show.
Most definitely.
Well, yeah, but again, we're back to the whole topic we've talked about before. Do you DJ your own shows?
Well, you would on that. On
I mean,
that
if you're
occasion.
the- if you're in
you
Tampa-
put it together, I'll open.
I mean,
I'll
if
do
you're-
a 10-minute set.
As we've
I'll go
discussed,
there.
if you're in Tampa, Florida, and you don't get booked by anyone else, you start an events company and then DJ your own shows.
Oh no.
Oh, what?
It
What?
is that. It's,
It
it's,
is that.
Am I wrong?
It's
Am
true.
I- Am I wrong?
That.
It's true.
But this is a destination
Right.
event.
This
right?
is
Correct.
not
correct.
Tampa.
That is correct. That is correct. I only would do it though if I could actually DJ on the pyramid, like if they would
yeah,
put me,
I need to be on the top.
like that
of the
dude
fucking
climbing that like thing. If he could let me climb like
Wait, you should ask him to
30
go
or
for
yeah,
sure.
if I could get 30 or 40 brick rows up and then put the X up there and just be like
pyramid. Yeah,
right on the corner.
that'd be fun.
I don't know if you guys seen the Murder on the Orient Express thing or no, it's the Death on the Nile. That's what it is.
No.
The one that the dude that played. Anyways, but yeah. Anyways, he's like flying a kite off the corner of the pyramid. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, no, I don't know it.
Sorry.
But anyway,
sorry.
shout out to Privé for doing that. You know, that must have been some kind of pool or connection or whatever.
Did we miss it? Like what else happened this weekend? I don't think we had anything else.
No, not too exciting. I
We
was-
did the water sport thing.
yeah, that was cool.
Wait, what?
That was all right. It was. The city of St. Pete did a 2-day thing. They did the 4th of July, the fireworks, and they had the next day they had a water sport.
Like a water sport show.
Water sport show.
Yeah, the one you DJ, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool. It was a fun time.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was cool to see people like
They were
stacking
doing like
people.
backflips on their jet skis.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
really cool.
They had like
it was
3
probably
rows.
one of the coolest things. I've
3
ever
rows
seen.
of people that were.
Where's this at?
The pier.
It was
Oh,
right
was
at
that the pier?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They had like people stacked on shoulders and
Like a boat was
on their
pulling
feet.
them.
The boat was
Oh,
pulling
yeah.
them and they were
Yeah.
on their
That's
feet.
neat.
What did they
I
call
took
it?
some
Water
video-
skiing,
Yeah, water skiing.
but barefoot.
I took some videos. I'll show you guys.
Yeah, that's pretty.
You know,
cool.
see, what's funny is there used to be, God, what was it? There used to be a place here, and that was what Busch Gardens basically became used to be something else before that, way back in the 60s and the
Yeah.
70s. I actually have on 8mm film at my house that my dad recorded of people being pulled around skiing in pyramid shapes and all that
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's
from
what
like
it
in the
was.
like the late 70s or early
wow.
70s or something. It's like really old. It's
Like
like
little speedos, right? The little
right,
bright
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
yeah, and it's they're doing all kinds of
Yeah,
exactly.
they do all
That's
types of
exactly what it
tricks.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
But-
like compete and stuff. It's
Yeah, they
pretty
did
cool.
it. You're trying to think of the name of that?
Yeah,
that park?
yeah. But it
I
was
don't
it was
even- I don't
it was
remember either.
basically Busch Gardens. I think sits where it used to be.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of lost it. All that cool stuff lost. That was family stuff back in the
Yes.
70s before we had
Yes.
TV and shit like that. Now we just give the kids a tablet and
Yes, you're 100% right. I would have no disagreements there.
No, look at the guy on the jet ski. Look,
They're like,
no,
no.
look. What you're streaming? You're browsing Instagram. Fine.
You're hitting YouTube. All right,
Fine,
just hit the-
fine,
whatever.
fine.
No, guys. Our guest today is DJ Overeasy.
Yes, is he here yet?
Let me check out the door. Overeasy.
We have
How you
DJ
like your eggs?
Overeasy. He's going to be our guest today. We're going to talk with
Not
him
yet.
about
Okay.
his
Don't trip.
journey through DJing. He's a fairly new DJ, but he's very active, pursuing the lifestyle of DJing. So that'll be fun. Let's see. What else do we have? Anything else for the weekend?
I had a homie put out a post. It was, do you sync
Uh-oh.
or quantize? Is that a problem? And his rant
Oh.
was pretty.
Well, you always
Why?
quantize.
Wait, you
definitely
always
quantize.
quantize
No,
though.
he just saying, is it good to sync and quantize, dude? Like why do
no
DJs
sync,
get
but quantize.
no sync?
But I sync if
quantize?
I'm on more than 2 decks. If I start playing on 3 decks or 4 decks, I'll often hit the sync because I have a really hard time in my head separating all 4 tracks. And
Are we
keeping-
able to pull up his rant?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Who
pull
is
it
it?
up.
Who is it?
Graham Radio.
Oh,
Oh,
Y'all don't like him.
Everybody said, "Oh,
I know it
Don't
was.
pull it up. Don't pull it
Yeah, we really can't hide that.
Oh,
honestly, I just really don't know what to think about him. I don't know him, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Me
So
neither.
Hold on,
It was
hold
like his rant was
Hold on.
Pioneer makes sync for you to use it.
yeah.
Yes,
That
but
is very true.
And some people who do 3-deck DJing, if it wasn't for sync, they might not be able to be 3-deck or 4-deck.
Well, I mean, without
DJ.
hard work, because Oscar G does 3-4 decks.
and he sings.
No,
Is he a singer?
he is not a singer. He's old
Oscar
school,
G?
but he
No.
put in the work.
Do you sing?
I turn off quantize because sometimes it's not reliable. So whenever
Oh, I
get behind
definitely use Quantize, but I don't
because you
think-
loop. I got to get better at looping.
I loop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
looper.
So
Big loopers.
No,
big
like-
looper. I got to get better at looping.
I wonder if he understands what quantize really is, though, because if he's questioning whether or not you should use, I don't think he understands what it does.
Quantize and sync buttons. Well,
Because quantize is what
Wait,
keeps.
one question. Is he a DJ?
yeah.
yeah, he DJs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's a DJ. Does that make sense? Like you could DJ, but are you a DJ? And I don't know. I've never heard of his set.
I would qualify him as a DJ. He puts out successful, like good mixes,
Okay.
and he produces. And he
Oh, he
gets a lot-
produces music. See,
Yeah, he
I don't know.
produces
I don't
music,
know
too.
him. So
He gets a lot of recognition. He's
Okay.
DJing in Miami a lot.
very cool.
And a
Who's he
lot-
DJing for? Do you know?
Yeah.
We got to have him on here. We don't know anything about him.
He's in Miami, so he's barely up here.
Okay.
Wasn't
But,
he here though? He was here, right?
He lived here and then he moved to
Oh.
Miami. And the cool thing about I'm going to back him. I'm a friend of his.
No, no
anyways.
doubt. I got to know.
Yeah, I don't
He's
know.
a lawyer too, so he does law by day,
Yeah.
DJs by night, and his
Yeah.
content is great.
Awesome.
Like, he puts out good content.
Awesome.
So.
Invite him. Invite him on the show. That'd be
Yeah.
great to get to know him, know who he is. I've never talked with him. I don't think I've had a conversation with him at
Yeah.
all. So
Yeah. Me neither.
I think that'd be cool. He DJs in Miami and he produces. And the question was, do you?
Sync or quantize?
He's like, yeah, what's the
Sync
hate?
and quantize.
What,
Do you
yeah,
think-
what's the hate against sync and what's the hate against quantize?
I think it's the
So sync or
for
not
me.
to sync?
It's
Well,
not.
it's the old heads that push the sync thing.
Yeah, for me, I don't.
That's all that
I don't
is.
question anybody using
That's all
sync,
that is.
even a new person learning or a new person. Like I figure, like a person in this generation forward using the sync button is almost second nature.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
because of its availability and its ease to it can help you. I've heard it hurt a lot. I think I've heard it hurt more than it helped
Ever heard?
people.
Yeah.
And when it
Especially
hurts,
if they
it
don't.
hurts.
Oh yeah.
Especially when they don't understand
to
what
fix
they're
it,
listening
yeah.
to
Yeah.
or how to fix it.
Who is the
Quick
one
enough.
the one girl DJ who no offense or whatever, but she was DJing at a festival. I think
Oh,
Did you
wow.
see that? I saw that.
Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, when I got my songs on my USB, it was doubled, so I didn't know how
Oh
to
wait,
sync or something
yes,
like that."
that was another. That was an
Actually,
older.
we put that on the show
put
when
that
it
on
came
the
out,
show
but I
once.
can't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
who it is now.
yeah,
Was it something with a G? Like
But yes, Grimes.
Grimes?
Grimes,
Yes.
that's
Grimes.
it. That was
Yeah.
Grimes. Yeah,
So-
that's it.
That's a prime example.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a DJ and you've learned every aspect of what you're about to push and what you're about to do, sync could be helpful. It could be great for you. You know, I think that would be cool. And you can use it to your advantage.
What I've been caught on before is people before me using sync, and then I relieve them, go on for my set, and they've got like 2 decks open or something like that. They don't bother to tell me that the sync is on, and then I go to start, and then I now I'm now. After 6 years, I'm much better at this now. Now I
That's
look
the
down
first thing I check.
and I
That's the
I
first thing I check.
immediately know.
Yeah.
Like I look right down and it just I immediately the sync's on. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you know because you got to slide the fader and everything and get it back to the correct
and
position
then you got to
before
slow
you
it
really- yeah.
real slow or real
Right.
fast just to
And
catch it up.
Exactly.
And a lot of people don't even
before
know
you
how to do
disable
that.
it. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
What is it, Wawa? Sync or sync? No sync?
Well, Wawa's a open format DJ too. You know.
I double and dab between both.
Yes.
So, but if the syncs button there, I'll use it for sure.
It's just
Is it
multiple
your-
decks for me.
Is it your main source of DJing? The sync button.
No, I doubt that for him.
It's
You're
okay.
afraid to be-
No,
listen.
but it's
I mean, if you
okay.
say yeah,
it's
it is
literally
what it
okay.
is.
It's totally fine.
It's like I do use it a lot.
Yes.
But I'm capable of not using it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once I want to feel like a little bit more challenging
Yes.
for that night, then I'll take it off.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it does make it easier if you know how to use it
Yeah.
correctly.
Oh yeah.
It makes it so easy.
Yeah.
So
and
that-
sometimes fun because you're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I
well-
don't have to worry about the beat matching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was going to say with open format, I feel like sync might be a little bit more necessary because you are going from the jumps in BPMs is a lot further than a 6%.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah. So unless you DJ inside of your 10%, and then if you need to go, you
Yes.
use it to go between your percentages.
Yeah.
Up to to however far you want to go.
Exactly.
One of the things that I like about the sync too is I like to hot start a lot of stuff, and the reason why I like to do that as opposed to creating a loop and then bringing it in is because a lot of times there's a cymbal crash or maybe a choir hit or a vocal hit or something right at the beginning, and you can't loop that because everyone's going to be ba ba ba, you know. So so I like to hot start, and I'm really really good at this. Like I can hit that shit right on, but sometimes every now and then I slip it off, but. One of the things I learned, I started doing this about a year ago, is you do that, and then we just naturally. So you guys ever start and you're off beat, and then instead of just fixing it, you sit there and take like fucking 20 minutes trying to get it back on beat, and you're like, what am I doing? You know, it's just like all of a sudden you're like, what am I doing? It's like I had a friend do that like next to me just recently. He's like, bro, just fucking sync it, get it right. What are you doing? Like, what do you like? Because it becomes a challenge. It's like I can fix this.
Yes,
I will fix it. Yeah, you know.
So we have the same mind for sure when it comes to that. Like I'm sitting in this.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna work it out.
But,
you know. But
I found.
How are y'all fixing it? Y'all fixing it with the jog wheel? Y'all fixing it with the temp fader?
I'm phase mixing. I phase mix. So if I miss this phrase, I'm catching the next phrase, or I got my cue points to catch me in the middle of a phrase.
Best thing freelance ever taught me: don't pussyfoot the wheel. Like some of my new friends are like this. Are like, oh. And like they're going like this. They're like, no. There you go, and right back. And 90% of the time, back on beat.
Yeah.
But yes, if you tap the sync button real fast, pops it right in. But you got to be careful because if you're a little too far, it'll jump to the next beat, and then you're in trouble.
Or you got that Latin song that's got that little jump and beat, and you're fucked. So you just better. That's why I think that it's you. At the same time, sync is great, but if you do more and rely on your ear as a DJ, and you know what you're doing. You fix yourself. I'll go off beat on purpose to make sure I'm this. Okay, this is the one that I need. All right, boom, I'm back in. Nobody.
No one knows.
Only us in this room
No
are gonna
one
know.
knows.
Them out there. Yeah. So I would rather take the challenge and every time not do it and play around with play around with it.
I 100% at my last techno event, which just a reminder, tomorrow is Techno Tequila Tuesdays Tacos.
There it is.
However we call that now over at Bay Burrow Brewing. You know, we're going to have some extra taco stuff. We're going to have some mocktails now for those who don't drink.
Oh.
Wow, you love us.
Yes, and I get to close. So if you're looking for your face off techno, then that's
I love
of course
when Rave Daddy closes out a night.
But the last time I played, I totally was exactly one beat off when I started the track, and Gio Leone said something to me about it after we were done, and I got in there, and it was like. And it was on beat, but well, I mean it's techno, so it's I mean it's nobody's going to really know, but you kind of heard a and I'm just like,
yeah.
I was doing a delay. You should
say fuck it.
Yeah,
fuck this. You know what?
If you can't,
I've only got 20 more. I've only got
emotions.
I got like
emotions.
I got like 6 more majors. Hold on, you know what? Fuck it.
Robbie, I want to mic you up one day during your set.
Oh no!
Oh yes,
no.
yes.
We
I
need
see
to
you
do that.
Yes, I absolutely agree.
You know I wear my mixing on my face. You know I do.
Yes.
It's the best looking thing ever.
We can see you mixing and talking and
If you're watching the YouTube right now,
yes, you'd understand. You'd know the Rave Dad emotions. Well, it is.
He's here, by the way.
Yes,
that's
how
you got him in there.
Yeah, he's here.
Yes, let's give it.
Are we ready for that break? No. Oh.
Woo!
Oh yeah. You know.
Do we have quotes by Jet Jackson for a break? Do we have that?
I mean, we could try that again.
Yeah. Let's try to give it to him again. Let's bring him up. Let's bring that, and then we'll go into some music after that. But
don't let me jump. Hold on.
I just want to get them used to it because we are
Cats out of the bag?
very closer, huh?
Oh, I thought you were gonna announce something.
No, wait.
I was like, what? Cats out of the bag?
We're
What?
slowly working towards something really exciting for everybody.
Oh, I thought you were about to tell them. That's why.
No, and I want you guys to get used to seeing this because this is going to be a new part of our show, our segments where we have quotes by Jet Jackson. and it's
Jetson.
How do I get that? You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of.
I was like, Jet Jackson. Wait a minute, something's not right there.
I'm thinking of the old classic action hero. You know,
He had too much coffee, y'all.
I did. It was a whole cup. But yeah, you telling me you guys don't remember Action Jackson?
I remember the
Oh,
Jacksons.
Yeah, Action
Moving
Jackson
on
TV
up
show.
No,
to the
no.
east side. Oh,
Nah,
wait, sorry.
it's a little
That's
newer
George
than that.
Jefferson. That's Jefferson's.
Yes.
I remember
We're like Jet Jacksons, George Jefferson,
Jefferson,
and the Jetsons.
And the Jackson 5.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my lord, we're okay. But yeah, I can play that now.
Okay,
we can do that.
All right,
and
let's
then-
go to
yes,
commercial.
And we'll do a little bit of music. So
And then we'll be back with
Awesome.
Overeasy.
talk
Yes.
to you guys soon.
Quotes by Jet Jetson. Just because you're up doesn't mean you're awake. Stay woke. Get it while the getting is good. That means get it while the getting is good. In order for anything to grow, you need water. Drink water. So it doesn't get dirty and wet. Dirty and wet, like my first wife. If you're fat, go to the gym. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, guess what? You're a cheater, bruh. Life is like a sandwich. No matter how you flip it, the bread comes first. Don't just follow your dreams. Take them out for ice cream and ask them about their life choices. When I drink, I gotta make sure I watch that show.
you know,
Yo, those that's Kim Blue, yeah. Kim
this
Blue's Blue
is Blue by
Humble
Kim
House.
Blue. That is correct.
Humble House Records, baby.
Shout out to Ken Blue.
We had our inspirational quotes, and then we had a chill moment with Kim Blue. That's
Yes.
what we're doing right now.
Welcome back, guys. What you gonna say, Rave Daddy? What you got?
What? Oh no, I didn't have anything to say.
Oh.
But
Will.
no, I was just like, well, I always have something to say, but I didn't have something to say at that moment.
Welcome back, guys.
I'll let you know, though. Give me a minute.
I know you will. I'm waiting on it. Yo, guys, this is Houseology Live. We're at the Moxy, downtown St. Pete. I am DJ Ketone, Rave Daddy Robbie, Embrace, Mike Wawa over there, VJ Volumes out there listening
Call
to
in. If you're watching, call in. What's the phone number?
us. 727-342-0550.
One more again.
727-342-0550. And if you're spam, go fuck yourself.
Oh, well,
Yo, DJ Overeasy. What's up, man?
How we doing, fellas?
Chilling,
Amazing. Great to see you, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for
Pleasure
joining
being
us.
Here.
Yeah, man. You let's jump right into it, man. You've been DJing for how long now?
So I started in 2020, right before the old COVID outbreak in college, and then had a little bit of time off. Obviously, there wasn't much to do in your mom's basement fresh out of college, so I really jumped into it, I'd say, in 2022, working with the Beat Music Academy. Then once I finished that up, I'd say it's gotten a lot more progressively busy over the last few years, so I'm excited where I'm at, but
Yeah, you're moving.
Still a lot of work to put in, that's for sure, but yeah, I mean, that little COVID time frame was a little weird. I was like, I don't know what really to do with this right now.
everybody took their $3,600 check
And
and
bought-
started buying
bought
DJ
something.
equipment.
I bought speakers.
Yo, you called that shit.
Yeah.
No, dude, I love that for you.
There you
So you started in 2020. You were bored as fuck. Hey, we're in 20 seconds.
My guy, thank
I
you.
love it.
Listen, I haven't done an inappropriately placed sound effect for a while, so
We
I
need
just
those
figured we
back.
need to get that in. I know.
We
I'm
gotta-
just- I got it. I got you.
I know we got it. You're underpaid but overbooked. Come
That-
on, baby. So you've been 2020 COVID. You're doing a whole lot of learning how to DJ. You went through the Beat Academy. How long did you go through that? How long was that program?
So I did the 4-week one-on-one with Alan P.
Okay.
And I think probably about
Alan's a good guy.
3 or 4 sessions in, he was like, I think you got it down. But I was like, well, I paid for everything else. So
Yeah.
like, I'm just going to continue doing them, just show me some more, I guess, high level stuff. I got the fundamentals down pretty quickly since I
Yeah.
already knew how to DJ. But I mean, just through the networking of the community alone and the support of like learning, getting to know all the different people. And it's like, getting to get your first gig if you're not affiliated with a group is a hard pressed thing to do. But
Eat your
once you
microphone
do-
just a little bit more.
Oh.
There you go. Thank you.
But like once you're with the Beat Music Academy, you have the immediate plug in, and then once you start networking and going out to the different events and everything, you're gonna start to get a good foundation and get a lot more opportunities quicker. And I think the last year, I was probably doing that a little too much. Was going out like 4 nights a week, trying to hit as many events as possible.
You were networking like crazy. I'd see you every Thursday for a minute.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, it started catching up because in like my actual like professional life, I'm like, all right, I have to hop in at like an 8 o'clock meeting, and I was out till 2. Like, let's dial it.
You never
back
want to
a
do that
little
with
bit.
the bags under your
Yeah.
eyes and stuff.
Yeah,
That they'll eventually catch
Yeah,
on.
exactly. You put on the blur for the background, but like they can still see your face. But no, I mean, I think that really helped, and I always did it from a good place too. Is like I just wanted to like meet other people and learn about them and listen to their style. And
Yeah.
if I got the opportunity, amazing. But if not, like at least now I knew a bunch of people, and now I'm hard pressed to not go out and see at least somebody I know, which is, this community. It's smaller, but it's still a really tight knit one, which is I think is pretty beautiful at the end of the day.
Awesome, man.
Can we stay there for a minute? I
Yeah.
want to elaborate on what he said because that's important right now, right? And I have a few people actually was talking about this last week.
Turn the camera.
Oh yeah. I'm just stretching as I'm about to say this, hand. But yeah. So
That's Mike's cue to change camera.
yeah, change the camera. No, but like you said, like it was crazy because it's like when you get into the scene, right? Everybody is so gung ho and like I need to go to everything. I need to show my face at Thursday. I need to go out on Saturday, first Friday. I need to come out to the Monday, Techno Tuesday, right?
Yep.
And after I give it 60 days, 3 months, you kind of burnt out, right? Your pocket's flat, you wasted. However, people recognize you. You're building a personal brand. They appreciate that you came out those first 3 months. So when you do get on the decks or opportunity comes up, it may not even matter if you do good or not. You're still thorough. You're still a great person. And I think a lot of people miss that. You know, they come out and they just want to, hey, can you see my USB? Hey, can I get on the decks? Build the brand first. Build the relationships, and then something will eventually come.
I say what, man, you did that. You've done that hardcore. Like I said, we see you often at our Thursday, and it was a Thursday. You come out. I know it's already hard for people to come out on a Thursday, and you've done that, you know. And that's gotten you to a lot of places, dude. You have been at Trist a lot. Like I come down there, I see you throw down at Trist.
They're like once a month.
Yeah.
But Jeff's amazing. You know, he's
Absolutely.
like he's one of my favorite people to play with. It's just so open format, free form. You can practice stuff, and you know, it's you got people walking by. It's hard to not have a really good energy setting when you got random people dancing with their kids and stuff. It's just a really good atmosphere.
Yeah.
And then you got like that one and Movement Monday. It's another really great, like, you know, group of people right there. So it's fun to play with good collectives, because it's like, you know, if I'm helping support their mission, and you know, I play decent, awesome. But like, you know, that's mostly why. It's like, you know, you get to play with good people and do good things and set up good events, and people have a good time. And I think that's the whole point of DJing at the end of the day. And I think that's kind of get lost, is like a lot of people do it from like their standpoint of like, what do I want to accomplish? And it's like the goal is to give them a good experience. And, you know,
Facts.
even if they put the decks in the center of like, you know, Saigon's floor, it's like it's meant for the people that are there at the venue. But
Yeah.
Or even behind the hot dog stand. Like, were you there doing the dude dog thing?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So my buddy Kai, and he's been doing a really good job of that. And, you know, I'll put him on with, you know, a little connection there. You know, I told him to reach out to you and everything, just as, you know, from a music production standpoint. He started doing this little setup.
No, it's okay.
He was doing this little setup.
There's a ghost
behind the hot dog stand, and there's this guy dressed dressed up as Jesus, like whipping out hot dogs and just playing a bunch of awesome music. And it's just such a cool vibe, and like that stuff like that is such a cool creative event at the end of the day.
I think it's him. No, sorry.
You're all good. It's just a really neat event. You know, you got.
What's it called? What does he call it?
I'm not. I think it's just the hot dog stand. Nothing too elaborate. It's like, you know, you see the hot dog stand, and then you start hearing the music, and you're like, wait,
You know, Dude
Central's
Dogs
that way. Why am I hearing music that way?
Dude Dogs always plays great music, just like by himself, and then you put a DJ stand behind him, it's only elevated.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a Dude Dog?
Oh, they're fire.
Dude, have you had a Dude Dog?
I don't think so.
They're pretty good.
Where's
I'm
it
not
at?
talking about the other Dude Dog. I'm talking about the hot dog
No,
stand.
I don't call that a dude dog.
Call it a dude.
We're going to leave that alone. We'll just slide right on by past that one.
Mike Wawa, if you've never had a Dude Dog, I suggest you go get a Dude Dog. And I'm not talking about the Robbie's Dude Dog. I'm talking about the hot dog stand on Central and 3rd Street. Right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Robbie, I love you, man.
I just want to tell you about some of that video I saw today. Like,
Oh, shit.
This is great. This is great because it involves GC, and he put on his Snapchat, and he is in the shower, and he pulls back the curtain of the shower, and his 2 dogs are laying on the floor, just waiting for him to get out of the shower.
Yeah.
God, I had like
Dude
six good. Like, I was like.
Dude
No.
Dog.
I'm just gonna let them all pass. I'm just gonna let them all go. But
You're wild. You're a wild man. So, yes, you do a lot of pop-ups. Kai, let's reach out to him. Let's connect. That's dope. Dude Dogs is amazing. One more time, if you haven't had a Dude Dog, go down there, check it out. Central and 3rd, Dude Dogs. And then you've done like, you've done a lot in the last year. Tell us more about like
I think I did 54 like individual gigs last year, and that
you've been moving.
That was where I was like, all right, I'm this, you know, I think I want to more focus on like what are the gigs that are gonna fit me. And I was actually talking about this because I had a couple of buddies in town who like actually they were the ones that kind of got me into EDM to start with.
Yeah.
And
You were bass house too a lot. Are you still bass housey?
Yeah, and that's kind of like where I was going with it is like, I played like anything and everything in the beginning, which I think is important, but I think when you're really trying to build your brand in a certain direction, like there's someone else out there that one is going to care more about the event and they're better suited for it for like, if it's like a chill Afro beach house setting, probably not like what you'd want me to play.
Good.
You know, like I don't want to go and like download a bunch of random music and then go up there and wing it.
Yeah.
But now if it's tech house, bass house, or like bass tech, like yeah, that like
That's your vibe.
That's my vibe.
Yeah.
Out of my 1,300 songs and my USB, at least 900 of them are within that domain. But it's like, I think that's a really big thing is you gotta, at one point after you're done doing like that, first heavy sprint, it's like, where do you want to go and what do you want to play?
Yeah.
And I do know that like some of my style, it's hard pressed to get played at certain venues and certain collectives because they're trying to create a certain, vision of what they're trying to do. And,
Right.
that's all right. I'm not for everyone. That's all right.
That's a good thing to do, when you're building a brand. I'm always on the fence with it, but I do know that it is a good thing still to like set a focus, on your craft, and you've done that. You told me from day one it was bass house. It was like, bro, I play bass house, maybe some tech house in there. Bass house.
I like mixing bass house into a tech house set though.
Oh,
It
yeah,
really
it goes-
breaks
it
it up
goes great.
nicely. That
Yeah.
way you don't get that
Yeah.
for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. You're
Kind of
not
breaks it
always
up a little
here.
bit. Yeah,
You can
get a little
come
hip hop
down
in there.
Get groovy a
God,
little
I love
bit.
hip hop in my tech house sets. So much
You've
fun.
been saying that a lot lately.
I know. Well, I do. You've
you,
heard me
you like
play.
you like that ratchet shit.
Yeah, I do. It breaks it up, man. Keeps it interesting.
It all flows together really well, though.
Yeah.
too.
Yes,
Like,
it- no, it
those
does.
Styles are just
Okay.
like they play together.
So that was one thing that I said, and this is relevant. When I was playing my closing set at the warehouse for Pride, I played for an hour and a half, and I went through happy gay dance mega tunes to hip hop to tech house and all that. And I was talking to somebody, and I said, you know what, though, what I was really proud of? And I said, the whole time, I never once broke out of my tech house realm. Like, I played all this different stuff, and it was a completely different, like, I took you different places within my set, but still managed to keep it all kind of within that house still kind of thing. And that's, I like that. I think that's a talent.
I
Like,
think
there's a lot of people that jump around and break, and it's a difference when it's and then you just break it and suddenly go into like a hip hop track and it just doesn't even connect or anything like that. But to do it and pull it together and make it keep consistently go, you don't. Your dancers don't have to. They don't have to.
Yeah.
Go restart.
Yeah.
Well, I think when you kept it at Tech House, because it was Pride, Tech House is kind of like the pop genre of house,
Yes.
right? And because it was Pride, I feel like it worked. I was
It's
on the same.
dancey.
It's more
Yeah,
dancey.
it's dancey.
It has more rolling bass. It has more kind of elements. Because you could have, I don't know if Deep House would have worked at Pride because it's just a little bit
Right.
not as club
Well,
friendly.
I also think too, and I may have mentioned this a little bit last week though too, but I also noticed that I notice a lot of LGBTQ venues for some reason are really pushing open format now, and when I was growing up, that wasn't what you listened to in a gay club.
Yeah.
Like you listen to lots of different music.
Yeah.
You listen to
We've
either
talked about
driving,
this before. I
either
think that there should
driving,
be
stuff,
Yeah.
or happy gay dance mega
Yeah.
tunes like what I call, Celine Dion remixes, Cher, Pink, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I think we spoke about this. We spoke about this many times. There's great DJs around here in our gay clubs, and I think they do amazing. I just would love to see some house events over there because it's the culture.
You've made a comment to me more than once. You said you'd love to see me play at one or two of the places because of what I would play.
Yeah. We're working on it. We're working on it.
We'll see.
But Overeasy, let's get into
Sorry.
it too, man. You have
How did you get your
a
name?
DJ name that's dope.
Yeah. So
like,
that
where'd it
one's
come from?
that one's a little funny because it's like I had a long-winded explanation to people about it because when I was a kid growing up, I had an odd, like, my all-time favorite artist was Eazy-E. And, like, I made my Xbox name, like, way back in the day. I tried to make it Eazy-E, and then for some reason it didn't work, and my brain just clicked to Overeasy. And then giving that explanation when you're, like, just finished playing and you're trying to get off the decks and then grab your USB, and I'm like, all right, this is... long-winded, not necessary. And then somebody was like, oh, is it because of eggs? And then every single time they kept saying that. So I finally was like, yeah, it's because of eggs. And I go to do like my first photo shoot. I've never done one. So like the girl that did it, like, Abby, she was great. She's like, just loosen up, have fun. And I was like, can I bring a prop? And she's like, yeah, of course. And I'm like, you're never going to guess what it is. And I showed up with a 12-pack and like a carton of eggs in a bowl. And I just was taking the shot over and over of cracking the egg. And then I designed my logo. Luke Lethal designed my logo. And like,
man.
he immediately got my idea where I was like, I want the O to be an egg. And he's like, I got it. And like sent it to me, and I was like, "This is perfect."
Yeah, he's such a great graphic designer.
I mean, there is, I'm gonna have to work through some sort of rearrangement on the name because there is, due to poor research on my behalf, it's more of they're more dubsteppy. There is an Overeasy, so
Yes. Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna
Interesting
have to edit something with it, but I might just do easy or something, like nothing crazy. Like I still love the name and the line of like thinking with it, so I want to roll with it. Just got to figure out a way to make sure that I'm building my own brand with also obviously not getting a cease and desist or something of that nature. But
wow, that's been happening. Lately.
Yeah.
So you do got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
So that's a great point. Like that he mentioned about there. I've noticed. They're like, what's up with all the new artists coming, fresh out of the gate, 4 months on decks, taking like successful years, like majorly successful DJs' names and slightly misspelling them and then making them their names.
It's not even names either. It's event production names.
Yes.
Events.
Yes.
Like the whole thing.
How is that? How is that not copyright infringement or trademark stuff? Or just
if
the
you
people
don't do the
know?
paperwork, if you don't do the paperwork though, or the research, then one or the other is going to happen. Either you fucked up and didn't do your homework and do your research and make sure that you can actually use it. Or you didn't, you don't go and file the paperwork on it. So you know what? To be honest, you could essentially go and keep your name Overeasy if you do the proper paperwork.
Right.
Yeah. I did look into that trademarking and copywriting and all of that.
That is a really good point though. Like that line of thinking is you'll see somebody put like a money sign or something, and then now the name works.
But it's the name of a very popular DJ. Like we've got like 2 Dipsies now, and then one Dipsy's been DJing for best 12 months. The other one's been DJing for like 6-7 years and has tons of released tracks and all that kind of stuff. But the 12-month Dipsy just barely like changed one letter in the kid's name. But there's also right now, I know at least 6 off the top of my head that have put the word Grimes into their name. And I'm like, how can you do it? Like,
but they can because unless they become relevant enough for it to be a problem,
I suppose,
then nobody cares.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but like, are they doing it because they think it's cool, or are they doing it purposely to do? Because now if I search for Grimes on Instagram.
Well, they say
how many Grimes am I going to get? Actually, we'll find out.
The highest form of flattery.
Oh, by the way, real quick, here's the Dogs flyer. I just want to throw that up real quick.
It is.
Give them credit.
And Grooves. I like that title.
That's
well, I had the opportunity. I didn't want to get that missed there.
Nice. All right. So Overeasy is from Easy E. That's pretty dope. Are you from Cali? Or are you just like California music?
No, so I have 2 older brothers, so I guess I listen to like a lot of like, like that style of rap, 90s, early 2000s, everything like that. Like I was listening to that when I was like 6.
Okay,
so it just
was
kind of always my style, and then that's why like even with a lot of like the remixes that I want to release at in the coming months, they're all going to be heavily influenced from 2000s rap to 2010. Like anything T.I. related, Mike Jones,
very cool.
Like that.
You heard
him. Yo, work those in for sure.
Sticking on that, you have started producing lately.
Yeah, we're working on it. Still got a lot to like figure out and everything. I mean, at the end of the day, house is very heavily like it's heavily focused on math. So it's just getting a lot of the basics done. And I had to kind of have an ego check conversation with myself where. One of my buddies, he was down here for his bachelor party, and Cozy Kev, who just played at Outlast out in Tampa, and he was with Liney. We were just talking about it, and he was going to help me out in some facets as well. It's like I had to take a step back because I wanted to make some remixes that I'm like, I'm not ready to make that track yet. I know what I want to do, but I know if I release at the capability of what I'm at right now, it's not going to sound the way I want it. So I'm like, let's slow down to speed up, and let's just, start putting out a few tracks. And once I get the comfortability and like, I think I'm good enough to do it, Then I'm gonna release a few like.
Where does that
special
sit with you?
ones.
Where do you get to the point where you feel like that's good? That's
That's that's a funny question because I've been having that conversation with myself for a while. Is like it's one of my best traits is I'm never really satisfied. It always pushes me, but it's also a worst trait is I don't think I'm good enough. So it's like, am I good enough to make it yet? I don't know. I guess you don't know what you don't know until you know, and then you just do it.
You also have to keep in mind, and I tell people this before, and I realize that people can consider this like not positive, but I'm not being negative per se.
Okay.
But you have to remember, give me 5 people in the Tampa Bay area in the last 10 years that are of a level that have actually played Alter, EDC, and stuff like that, and I bet you're going to struggle getting to 5.
yeah, you will.
And it's not because I'm saying I want to be real clear about this. It's not because I'm not saying that there's anyone talented here, and not because I'm not saying that all of our friends aren't talented. But you have to keep in mind that there's 20,000 people that all play at the same level here.
Yeah.
And then there's
I love
5,000 people that play a little bit better than those 20,000 people.
Yeah.
And then there's 3,000 people that play a little bit better than those 25,000 people. And there's 1,000 people that play better than all those 28,000 people.
Yeah.
And there's 500 people that play better than all the 29,000 people. Now, you got to get all the way past all those people, and then you're John Summit. But you and
No,
I
that's right.
think a lot of people I don't think put that into perspective, and then it can be really heavy weight on them, especially when they're producing or when they're trying to DJ, because oh my God, I'm a failure. It's like, no, but you're also playing in one of the most competitive markets. Florida by far has the most DJs per square foot than any other state in the
it'll feel
entire
like-
U.S. You know,
It feels like it.
and and people always are. Then they get upset. Oh well, nobody comes to my show. It's like, bro, do you realize how many people you're competing
Everybody's
with?
a DJ.
And then you start producing,
Yeah.
and then putting out tracks. 500 people listen to my tracks. Well, yeah, but 500 people listen to your track,
Yes.
and you are competing with 29,000 other DJs who are producing and putting up tracks too. So
Yeah.
if 500 people listen to your track, then that's good.
Yeah.
Perspective.
Yes, and then
Perspective is reality at the end.
And
of
it's
the
good
day.
Yes.
that you're having those conversations with yourself,
Yeah.
about where I'm at, where I'm going, because a lot of people don't. They'll just willy-nilly it, and that's, it's like putting a ship with no captain, out to sea.
And again, it don't feel bad
So
because
good.
you're in a huge, massive, crazy competitive.
Yeah.
And then you got Miami to compete with. You got Orlando to compete. And
But
don't
keep
forget,
going.
there's 25,000 more DJs in Orlando, and there's 40 more thousand DJs over in Miami. And then if you want to start easy, then go to Little Rock, Arkansas.
I'm gonna play good cop, bad cop on that. I agree with that 100%. However, if you wait until you're good enough, you'll never be good enough.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I
though.
know. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, what I'm saying is,
I follow what you mean.
The good cop, bad cop thing. I'm saying, comparison will kill creativity. So don't worry about what everybody else
Sure.
is doing, because could be luck. It could be your personality. It could be you're getting coffee at a Starbucks and a producer for a festival is right there next to you. Right. It could be luck, and you could pass all those 29,000 people.
Yeah.
Sure, but
However-
I'm also excluding that. I'm just saying,
Oh, yeah.
be realistic. I'm not saying that to stifle your creativity.
Oh, yeah.
Creativity.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I'm just saying you got to remember to be realistic.
Oh, for sure.
If you think you're going to release 5 tracks and be John Summit,
no.
that's obviously not being realistic.
and that was my
And a
second
lot of
point.
people do that, I think.
The realistic part is keep going. Just keep going.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
keep going. Like,
But
don't-
also just don't wait on being perfect for that track that you want to
exactly,
release.
because you would be
Yes.
pissed if somebody released that track before you get to it.
Don't obsess on a kick for a week. Just
Yeah.
move on.
Collaborate
Yes.
with your peers. Work with
Yeah.
other people who may have more skills. You know what I mean? They can help you get to that track where you want it to be.
Yeah, that's why I asked you. Where is that going to be at for you? But I'd hope soon. I can't wait to hear some of the music that you're working towards. Are you a music festival guy?
Oh yeah, big music festival guy. That's actually how I got into like the scene and where.
Favorite festival?
It's
Come
tough.
on.
I gotta say, it's Lost Lands.
Well, you're
I've
in
never
base.
been.
You're in the base, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That's
yes.
a Michigan show, yeah.
No, Ohio.
Ohio, okay.
Southeastern Valley of Ohio. Yep.
Lincoln Valley, very very beautiful spot.
Yep.
But I was like working that festival. I worked it for 5 years. and
Okay,
then,
cool.
I'm standing there like with all these massive DJs walking past me, and you just see a crowd of no matter background, race, creed, belief, all these people are collectively like experiencing one thing together. And I was like, I don't want to be out there anymore. I want to be up there, giving people something to no matter what's going on in your life, to pull yourself out of that and just experience music. And I was like, this is so cool. And like, I feel like unless if you've like grown up with a background in music or you've worked in like the actual festival industry, it's hard for you to understand how complex it is to throw it. Like
Yes.
working those festivals, like the amount of hours,
Money,
I'd work, like,
legalities.
yeah,
Yep.
I'd work
Planning.
12 to 14-hour shifts, and I'd be like picking up trash with my hands because the trash crew left because they didn't get paid. And it's like all that is required to make sure that the people are having a good time. And that was kind of like where my creative initiative started from. So I was like, this is beautiful and I want to keep doing this, but like, okay, I'm tired of picking up trash with my hands. I gotta find another way to get into the like deeper into the music industry, you know, with that in mind. But
I used
love that
to
for
do. I
you.
used to do the same thing. From 2012 to 2019, I worked in festivals.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And
Yeah, you said Insomniac, yeah?
yeah, not Insomniac. It was another company called CID.
Okay.
And I started off doing I would hire security and hire people park the cars.
Okay,
And,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So we'll have like volunteers who work for us, and then we'll go to like, let's say if we're at Coachella, we would go to like the local churches who needed like hours or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like even people who needed like community service hours,
Yeah.
we'll put these people who are like in jail for drugs and
Yeah.
then put them in a festival to come do security.
Yeah.
Well, that's
You
a
know what I'm saying?
conducive
I mean-
environment.
But exactly, that's
Stop.
what made it funny. But I get the 12, 13, 14-hour shifts. I think the longest shift I ever worked was 36 hours.
I guess you group.
That's
I guess you group based on talent, don't you? Anyways, I'm sorry. Sorry. Go on.
But yeah, and like you said, when you're there at those festivals, like once you're like in it on the back end of it, and not just going, it like changes your life.
You know, that's crazy. The music has always moved me, but it never, I wanted to make that, you know, I wanted to make that feeling for people. I've never gotten that far yet, even in all of the creativity, 7 years. I still haven't made that song that makes me feel like I want to move people. And I guess that's kind of what I'm working towards. And
Now,
when
what's
you
the movie?
describe
Zac
that-
Efron did that song. What movie was that? The DJ
what
movie.
was
We
that?
were friends.
Yeah,
we are friends.
yeah, we are friends.
Yeah, we are.
friends. Yeah.
That's a great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low-key
Oh
it
no,
was.
it is. It is.
Low-key it was.
It's good. It's
really good movie. A little corny at
Yes,
times.
corny,
but-
thank
but
you.
It's
Yeah,
like,
correct,
you know,
yeah.
once you get past the corniness,
The-
it's like the idea behind it.
I think it was. I think the only people that really get the full impact of it is people who actually are producers or
DJs, yeah.
DJs, and then
Yeah.
kind of. If you're not one of those and you're watching, you're just like, okay, all right, sure. Like he went out and recorded a bird, and now he's John Summit. But okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Like okay.
Yeah, but that's great that's one of the things that you strive for, because I also do too in that field. I want to give that people that feeling of coming togetherness, you know, the happiness that that we all get when we go and we feel that experience, that music, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Embrace had a really good question. It's like kind of off the cuff.
yeah.
But if you're booking a talent for a 3-day music festival, who are the artists? Give us
I guess,
3.
what are the
Friday,
three
Saturday,
artists.
Sunday.
The main headliners.
Noizu.
Oh,
solid.
very
That-
solid.
It would never be.
Solid. I
haven't heard
you know,
Noizu for a while.
unlikely to be like the actual headline spot, but would definitely put them there.
And this is for you. Like,
Dr. Fresh.
Oh,
and
I like Dr.
then
Fresh. Yeah.
Probably Mala, honestly.
Nice.
Yeah, your bass house.
Yeah.
Bass house all the way.
Mala's
Yeah.
solid. Mala's solid. I saw Mala the last Sunset. He was here at Sunset 2022.
Actually, slight adjustment to that. I'm doing a Mala back-to-back Chami set.
Oh, that'd be
that's
fire.
fire.
Love
There you go.
Shami.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cham-
so
both
I had
of
to
them
do
are
a
solid.
slight adjustment.
Yeah,
on that
yeah,
one. No,
yeah.
that'd be the last day too, because
The closeout.
you got to close out with the best.
Oh, that'd be
one.
fire.
Yeah, that'd be a fun
Yeah.
one.
I saw Chami at Ultra, and he
Yeah.
killed it. It almost felt like techno, but it was for sure bass.
I met Chami. He's a really nice guy, actually.
Yeah, it's good.
He's really cool. Like he's all part of the that French label with
Night bass.
no. It's the same one with Snake on it. and
Confessions.
Confessions. Or it was I think
Confessions
it was
is what he
Confessions.
owns. He owns
Yeah,
Confessions.
Confessions
Yeah.
and Made
And
Made
Night-
in
and-
France.
I thought you were talking about Night Bass too.
I thought.
Yeah.
Night Bass is AC.
That, see
Snyder.
those.
Yeah.
It is.
Neither of those sound right, but anyways, yeah. But they're all. I know they all play together.
Confessions,
Mala,
they have
him,
the
they're
window,
all
right?
French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very French.
We.
But no, he's a really nice guy.
All right. Well, plug yourself, man. Tell the people where they can find you, what you have coming up, and then we'll go to commercial break.
Yeah, working on a contest submission for TK Lounge. That is on July 23rd, I believe it is. And then, I'll be back at Trist at some point this month. And yeah, right now.
What's the name of that competition, and where can they find it?
It'd be opening slot for Mystic in TK Lounge, which is, what is that? Was that Wesley? Is that Wesley Chapel? It's
It's Tampa. It's like Seminole, somewhere.
Seminole Heights area. So that's likely where I'll be out there.
By the university.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the two on the forecast right now. But always working to get booked somewhere else. So if anybody wants to get a bass house guy in the lineup,
where do they have to go to vote?
So they're actually R34 who's running the event. They're just going to pick it from, the list and submissions.
Oh, from the submissions.
Three of us won the submission contest.
Oh, wait, is this the one Vegas playing next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, Jay's going to be in town next week. He's playing that, then he's playing with me Thursday night.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
I forget who else. I don't think he's playing anywhere Friday.
Climbers running R34, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's Alex, and then Climber kind of works with him, but he's kind of taking a break off and on every now and then, so I'm not exactly 100% sure where they're at right now. But
Very, very cool. All right, so what about social media? Where can they find you?
DJ _Overeasy. SoundCloud is Overeasy.
pardon my French. Oh, sorry.
That's it. Pardon my French.
Yeah, I knew it. I was like, that's not right, but I was like, yeah, pardon my French. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're all good. And that's good correction because I said made in France, but I knew I was somewhere along the line.
Close.
As soon as I said it, I was like, that doesn't sound right. But DJ _Overeasy basically across all platforms and everything of that nature. So.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for joining us on the
Absolutely.
show.
Thanks for having me.
You guys heard it first. This was DJ Overeasy, DJ _Overeasy on all social media. Catch him possibly playing at TK Lounge this month. We're hoping for it. I'm DJ Ketone, Rave Daddy Robbie, DJ Embrace. We got special guest Mike Wawa in the building. We'll be back.
We gave it all.
So there we got our picture done like we normally do.
Well.
I know, right?
Love it.
Little
What a
music,
great show.
good stuff. You know, every now and then we have a couple good ones slide by, you know.
Yo, somebody got sent here from the UK. Yo, thanks.
Shout out. Did he say his name?
Woomac.
Woomac.
Woomac from the UK. What's up? I'm glad you came. I'm glad you saw that.
I want to know all about the events going on in the
Overeasy.
UK. So.
Oh man, there's so much that
tell
goes on
us.
over there. So much
There's
more.
always
than
so much in the UK.
What's so much good
I wanna
festivals
go.
over there. Larry Euphoric was in the chat. What's up?
Larry.
DJ Rick C. What's up?
We love you, Rick.
So many great people tuned in. I appreciate you guys so much for taking the time out of your day, hang with us over here at Houseology Live at the Moxy, downtown St. Petersburg.
Shout out Moxy.
Beautiful Moxy.
So we are listening to Frozen, the extended mix by Carbo, by the way.
Oh yes, Frozen by
Yep.
Rick Carbonell. He is down in the Sarasota area too. Fun fact, if nobody
Yes.
knew. Big breaks guy too. He makes big. He's like he charts and breaks music, and he made a progressive house track for us at Home House. So, thank you for that, Rick C.
That's such a good track.
Yes,
Love that track.
Yes, it's good. That came out at Christmas last
Mm-hmm.
year. Good one. Yo, thank you guys so much again for tuning in with us. We had our great interview with Overeasy. We got special guest Mike Wawa in the building.
Yeah.
What's up, Mike Wawa?
It's all good, man. It's good to sit in and see this actually like live, like in my face. So
Thanks, man.
You know, I think I've been down Thursday nights and been in a different atmosphere when the music's playing, but
Yes.
this is a little
Yeah.
different, you know.
Where you saw our Houseology Live after hours.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
That was the after
Oh,
hours.
I
Oh, that
miss
is
those.
true, yeah.
I miss those.
Well, Houseology After Dark.
Yes.
Y'all don't do those anymore?
Wink, wink.
No, we don't have our
No.
residency at Saigon anymore.
What?
Rave Daddy now.
Rave
has-
Daddy
Well,
has it.
I have one half.
Yes, has it.
Yeah.
Gio and Leo have the other half.
Yes.
Which almost seems appropriate as Gio and Leo.
And actually, you know what? Those are three amazing people to have at Saigon events. Yeah, I mean, you guys are going to
Thank you.
definitely keep the culture going. You understand it. Not to say I started the culture because I didn't. Saigon
I mean, you
has
want
been
to
a
take
house.
credit, you can take credit.
I
It's fine.
love my Thursdays. I love Thursdays. I love
yeah.
my Thursdays. But they.
I'm
definitely
just so
keep
glad
the
it's
scene
every
going.
other Thursday. Like,
It's not easy work.
and
It's
you know
not.
what? And the guys, they picked up last Thursday because they wanted July, the
Fourth.
July 4th, the Thursday
Yeah.
before July 4th, which ended up being great because I went and saw my friend Sakali at Franklin 511 in Tampa.
Yes.
But you know what? I played this Sunday at Saigon Blonde, and then I had First Friday last week, and before that, of course, is Pride.
Yeah.
So I went from Pride into First Friday into this week, and I don't play this week on Thursday, but then I play Sunday, and then I play Thursday the following week.
Yeah, you're.
Oh,
you're
and then
still busy.
by the way, I play tomorrow at Techno
Techno
Tuesday
Techno
and all that. Yeah, at
Tuesday.
Bay Brewery.
You know what?
So,
I think I'm gonna have to bring the kids down there and get
Yes,
some cheap
we
tacos.
got the kids.
So
Let's do
I'll
it.
be there tomorrow. I'll be there.
we've been tweaking the taco menu a little bit more. I
Wait,
think
it's like more expensive.
Well, we didn't make it to the last one. So how were the tacos the last time?
the last one it was about the same.
Okay.
But yes, what we actually what cars I Awake and I have been talking about, we might raise it a couple bucks. Just a couple bucks, not like crazy.
$6 tacos.
It might be $7.
$7 tacos.
But the reason why
Seven?
we're
I'm just kidding.
I know. Well, again, 7, 3 tacos, and you make them yourself. Remember that.
Yes.
So you
True.
can, if you want to walk
I can have
around
me a
with a
fat-ass
burger
taco.
full of meat on every one of those tacos, nobody's going to really stop you.
Really?
Yeah, that is
I'm
true.
gonna have to
But
drop
We're
kick some
going.
money
Right?
in my taco.
But yeah, we're trying. I think what's going to end up happening is we're going to at least get beans
hungry.
and rice, refried beans, and veggies on there.
Okay.
And then we're talking about maybe trying. So we got a little something for the vegetarian. We suddenly realized we didn't have anything for vegetarians.
Yeah,
That was
that's
Where
my
you guys
lane.
getting?
yeah.
it?
Oh,
my
that's
lane.
you, Mike.
You're a vegetarian? Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, vegetarian. So
Yeah,
I
so-
can't eat those hot dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you were like,
I was
nah,
just-
I have
I
one.
didn't say anything. I was just like, let it ride out. And I was like, yo, get that promo, baby. Get that promo. Like, I'm not
Nice.
saying nothing.
There you go.
Just for that hot dog saying, if you give some vegan options.
Yo, he
Man.
does have. He
does.
has.
Alright,
He's,
so we
He
good then.
does,
I'll
yeah.
go check it
he
out.
has a vegan options. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and then Bayboro, even if for some reason you didn't want to get the tacos, which again it's probably going to go up just a couple bucks. So it's going to be like around like maybe $7, possibly.
Carson
maybe
isn't
8.
vegan?
No, Carson's a chicken boy. He just wants chicken all day, all night.
boy.
He doesn't eat pork.
I
the pork
take him
is
for a
phenomenal,
vegan
by the way.
for some reason.
Like the pork is amazing there because what they end up doing.
I like chicken too.
So I'm going to share a little secret, by the way. So and So what we end up doing oftentimes on that Tuesday when we're doing the event and we're serving the tacos is we're utilizing what might have been left over the barbecue they made all weekend.
Okay.
So that's actually what we're getting a lot of the ingredients from.
Okay.
So, and by the way, they do the barbecue there on site. Their kitchen staff does it.
Love this.
It's slow cooked. A lot. It goes overnight as well, and all that. So it's true straight up barbecue. So when you're eating that pork, or you're eating that chicken, or we also had ground beef last week, but I don't think we're gonna have that this week. I think it's gonna be pork and chicken again.
Is it going to be straight up beef?
Oh, I love beef.
Oh wait, no, you said
I
pork
miss
and
the
chicken.
beef.
Yeah, pork and chicken most
okay.
likely.
Okay.
But again, that's barbecued, slow cooked chicken. I mean, falls apart. And like I said, we're just trying to get rice, beans, and veggies on there. So then that way, that I wanted to also try to do like maybe some sort of tofu something, or maybe some sort of
Tofu taco. I like the name of that.
Shoot, what do you
That's
call it?
a good spot.
What do you call the chicken and beef? What's it called when it's not real chicken and beef? It's made out of.
Impossible.
Plant-based what? What are we talking
Is
about?
it impossible?
Impossible meat.
I guess that would probably be where I'd go for the point. They do have an Impossible Burger you can buy. So if for some reason you're not into the tacos, you can get Impossible Burger,
All right.
and they got like a couple other dishes that fall that way. But
some
anyways, I suddenly got really way long drawn out on that.
No,
explanation,
actually,
but-
I'm coming tomorrow, and
Well, I mean, I'm hungry now, and I
Yeah.
feel like our listeners
yeah,
probably
no, my
are too.
stomach is growling right now.
Yeah.
Actually, that in that 3 minutes of conversation, but
Chicken, pork,
but we're
veggies, rice.
well, yeah, sofritos is really good, but that's made with tofu. I'm talking about like the I hate to like the soy protein stuff that they make that's actually like chicken or beef and looks like chicken and beef and feels like it, but it's all just like soy. I can't remember what it's called.
I don't either.
Impossible.
Yeah, basically. And then, but then, like I said, we got mocktails now. So for those who maybe don't drink, we're going to have like 3 mocktail specials.
okay.
We're going to have a couple tequila specials that we're going to have now, and it's building up. You know, we had a pretty good turnout again last week. I know the venue's very happy with how it's looking.
That's at Bayboro.
And, yeah, at Bayboro. again.
Bayboro
Yep.
Brewing.
Fifth Avenue South here in downtown St.
What
Pete.
time does it start?
Starts 7, goes to midnight.
7 till midnight.
We were doing some chatting now. I'm not saying this is happening tomorrow,
Okay.
but we are doing some chatting. We're possibly thinking about maybe bumping in an extra hour because
What do
we're
you mean, starting it earlier?
No, going a little later, maybe an hour later.
What was it? Is it
Because it's midnight right now.
Yeah.
And we were chatting about it because what we're finding is we're getting a lot of hospitality folks and a lot of just people who just work during the week during their
And
jobs.
they're coming in
They're getting
later.
off at like 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. And then by the time they get at home and change and get ready and all that, they're not rolling in until maybe
11.
9:30, 10
11,
o'clock.
yeah.
So we might have a conversation here in the near future about seeing if we want to do that. We're certainly, doing well with the turnout. So for all of you, if you're listening to me right now and you're not coming to the Techno Tuesday events, God, I always fuck up the title. Tequila Techno Tuesday.
$7 tacos.
If Carson is actually listening, he's probably like, "Bro, how can you not get this right? It's your own event." But
Tequila Tuesdays.
I know, well, right? That's what we assume.
But
what
it
we
is
all
on
think.
Tuesdays, and it starts at 9 p.m.
It starts at 7.
7, babe.
7.
Yeah, it starts
oh,
at
it is-
7.
It is early. That's
7.
right, because I brought my kids.
It is.
Yeah. We could bring the kiddos.
Yes.
It is
kid-friendly.
okay. The official title again is Techno and Tequila,
Yeah.
and then and what we're doing is the tequila specials in that with a partnership with with them, and then of course we're serving tacos as well, and that's how that came from, and it goes from 7 to 12 at midnight, and it's at Bayboro Brewing. So come,
right.
and then I'm closing tomorrow night, and we have Breathe to the Beat, and we have Breathe to the Beat. Of course,
saw
I Wake
Luke Lethal.
playing. Luke Lethal's playing, and I just looked at
Minds
the lineup.
Matter.
Yes, Minds Matter, and that's it. And
Yes.
that is the lineup. And then last time I closed, I blew a bunch of people away. A lot of people because I just don't have the opportunity to play techno around here.
It is rare.
But if you've ever heard me play techno, again, I will melt your face off. So
He is a face
I'm a-
melter techno DJ playing. It's a proven fact.
I'm a 4 a.m.
Proven fact.
techno DJ for sure.
All right. I am Wednesday. I'm at the pier. You
are?
I am.
Oh,
You know,
fun.
it's been a busy weekend, so I gotta make some of that money back, you know. No, we at the Pier on Wednesday, and then the Saint on Sunday and Saturday, St. Pete Beach. Yeah. What about you? You got a gig
I have a
this weekend.
private party that I'm
It's private?
DJing
Oh, okay.
Saturday. Well, I guess.
No, it's a grand
her
opening
grand
of
opening.
Coastal Corners.
Yeah, it's my
photography
friend. She's a
studio.
photographer.
Yes,
Hey.
it is
Yeah.
not private. Y'all better get your asses down there and get some pictures.
Coastal Corner.
Yes.
Yeah, the Coastal Corner. It's across the street from Matza Martini's, down Central.
Grand Central, yeah.
Grand
Little quick
Central,
shameless
yeah.
promotion again. I'm
go
slow
for
on the
it.
sound
There you go.
effects, slow on the Instagram today,
Go
but
for
it's
it.
coming
Go
there.
for it. Techno and plus tequila Tuesdays,
Yep.
which is actually pretty good. I'm glad you guys are getting extended. What about you, Mike? What you got coming up?
Nothing coming up, but should we talk about what we got at the end of the month? Maybe like the live show.
All right, we didn't want. We were gonna.
Oh,
all right,
shit.
all right.
All
Should we
right,
wait
y'all.
on
Let's
that?
put it out there. How much time we got? We got 4
We've
minutes.
got 4 minutes.
We'll give them a quick teaser. So we're really going to do a live audience show, 43 seats. So just like what you witnessed today, Mike, we're going to do it for 43 people, hopefully. We have as many people as they want to come. I don't, it could be 8. It could be just us 5. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah, who knows?
But a live show at
We got some stuff up our sleeves.
but we're not going to say the venue yet.
Just give him a little
Just yet.
teaser.
Yeah.
It'll be July 28th. If you've made it this far, we hope you come.
We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you for tuning
Yep.
We're gonna send out some personal invites. We still want to work on that.
Oh, yeah.
We
Yes.
invite some personal people, some friends of ours. We
Yes.
would extend the invite that you will come join us for this live event.
We hope to have it a mixer either pre or after the show. I think it's after show mixer. I think
I
that's
feel
gonna
like
be
we
the
should
best
do
bet.
after show.
After show mixer, yeah.
After show
Where
mixer.
we're all of energy and
Yeah, yeah.
the nerves are out.
Yeah,
and
that'll
you
be
can really
good.
just be yourself. and
Yes.
Talk about what happened on the show.
Absolutely.
That's gonna be fun. So look out for that, July 28th.
And then, of course, we got this.
Oh, y'all.
So much fun. So much fun in New York.
Do you guys like that we're bringing intimate sessions?
I love that.
I know
Back.
that worked out well.
Yeah.
I
That's
like
me.
that. Yeah.
That's me, DJ and Break.
DJ
Look at that.
Embrace on there.
Look at that.
We got Rave
EVA.
Daddy.
This is fun.
Brian,
Taylor and
man.
Ray Daddy Robbie.
Yes.
Wait, everybody else is couples except for me. Now I feel left out again.
Well,
Why does that always
the-
happen that way?
You find-
Well, the
Jeez.
lineups, we have another person coming too.
We do.
Is
We
that
have
the Blur?
A New York native.
Oh, okay.
We're not gonna say his name just yet. We're gonna announce him. He's pretty dope.
Yeah.
A pretty dope dude up in New York. We're gonna have fun with that. We could add somebody. You wanna bet? You wanna B2B with somebody?
No,
You
that's
wanna-
okay. You know me. I
You
like the
could back
attention.
to back with me.
You know that was a complete like me just being busting balls. You know I love the attention.
Anybody
Yes.
got a couch I can crash?
least I
at?
freely
Where we
admit it.
staying at, cuz?
So where
I need somewhere to crash.
You know that place is a
cuz.
hotel.
So guys, where we're playing is a hotel. So I
Thinking
I
about
think
maybe
that
having
we
an
might-
afters.
Yeah,
maybe?
we might
could
we
do
might
that.
That'd be fire.
just get a room there. Just get a bunch
Yeah,
of
yeah.
beds. We can all just
I'm
sleep
actually
there.
gonna today or tomorrow. I gotta book my flight yet. I haven't got around.
Yeah,
to
do that. Do that. It's closing.
Fly Delta,
Game time.
everybody. Right out of Tampa, right in JFK. Get on the A train.
Is that LaGuardia?
Oh, yeah.
Is JFK LaGuardia?
No, LaGuardia is LaGuardia.
LaGuardia is LaGuardia.
Yeah, and JFK
You
is
see,
JFK.
I don't know.
He's been there a lot too.
I've
He
never.
shouldn't.
I was like,
I don't think I've ever.
actually,
flown to
sir, you
JFK.
answered
No,
your own
we
question.
haven't. We usually fly into LaGuardia
Yeah.
or
I only know what I know.
or Newark.
love it.
We usually fly into either Newark or LaGuardia.
yeah.
'cause,
I've never
you know,
flown into JFK. I don't even know.
Oh,
that.
I love JFK because
Yeah.
well, the nice thing about JFK is because you can go and get right on the
You're
A
right
line.
there.
It's so
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
crowded.
And that's not. Why are you being negative?
Is
Why
that,
are you
so
being
is that
negative, you know?
closer to where we should fly into?
And no.
Nah, they're
No.
about literally LaGuardia is probably almost directly straight north of JFK. I do love taking off at LaGuardia because when you take off at LaGuardia to avoid the air traffic, they do spiral and they spiral you up right out of it. And then that's how they take off.
Out of
It's really
LaGuardia.
cool. Oh yeah, you just bang.
I don't usually
turn
pay
and-
attention.
No,
I'm usually
that's
like,
the last thing
am
I
I
want to
gonna
look
die?
at. Yeah.
JFK, you just shoot out right across the ocean and just hope you keep going. Well, but you know what? It's that's
It is
that time again. You know,
I love it.
Yep.
Yo, what a great
That was
show.
well,
great.
yeah,
Thank you
but
guys
if you're
so
in New
much.
York, end of July.
Yes, please come out there. July
25th.
Come to our
25th.
show.
It's DJ Volume's birthday.
Yes.
Hey.
Celebration
It's my
as well.
birthday
It's
at that night on midnight.
Yes.
So-
Hey, speaking of DJ Volume,
there you
that's
go.
DJ Volume here, fired up. Great song. All right, guys.
That's it.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Houseology Live. We're at the Moxy, downtown St. Pete. I am DJ Ketone. We got DJ Volume here to my left. Thank you so much, babe,
Throw your V's
for
up.
joining us on the show. Throw your V's up. We got Rave Daddy Robbie over there. What's
Hey,
up,
hey.
Rave Daddy
What?
Robbie?
Catch
Thank you
everybody
so much.
Tomorrow
Catch
or next
him
week.
at Tuesday,
Techno.
Thursday in the scene. We got
Techno and
DJ.
tequila.
We got DJ Embrace.
What up, though? See y'all later.
We got our special guest number 2, DJ Mike Wawa. Actually,
We
special
always
guest number
love
1 because
when
you were here
Mike
first.
Graces us his presence.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We'll see you next week.
Wrapping it up for this week's show. Tune in next Monday at 6 p.m. for the best up-to-date info on EDM news, culture, and gossip on the Houseology live show.
Humble House Radio.